Hello and welcome to your third journal assignment. We are going to be covering spot color today. To further explore color models, you will be drawing or creating digitally a scene in grayscale and color. Replicating RGB and hex color is not possible except when you are drawing on screen, so you will be using spot color. Why aren't we using CMYK? Well, to replicate actual CMYK color, you would need to place small dots of these colors next to each other to reproduce the actual color that you're trying to create. This kind of art is possible to do by hand, but it can be incredibly time-consuming and difficult. George Seurat is one who painted this way. His art was created just by placing colors next to each other, and that showed a specific, so let's say, for example, he placed red and blue, or magenta and cayenne next to each other. And when you step back from that, it creates a violet. Instead, you're going to be using colored pencil and markers. Since they come in many different colors, it's like printing with spot colors. So this picture here of the sunflower is an example of an image that is colored and grayscale. So this is what you're going to create. And again, you can work digitally or on paper. It's your choice. If you're not familiar with doing this digitally, I suggest going old school, but you are welcome to try. Again, these journals are not meant to take you a tremendous amount of time. This one is a little bit more complicated, so I would go maybe an hour max if you're going to hand draw it, and max 30 minutes if you're working digitally. So if it takes you longer than that, you are trying to create a fine art piece, and that's not what this class is about. However, I'm going to provide some tutorials for you to show you how to shade correctly if you decide to draw. So going old school with this assignment, you are going to look around you, wherever you're sitting right now. You're going to select a scene, and in your journal, you're going to draw a 5x5 square and then draw the scene. Your main focal point, the largest image, will take up most of your square, and then everything else will be smaller around it. Use your regular graphite pencil to shade everything except for your focal point, that large object. And then once you finish shading, use your markers and colored pencils to completely color that focal point. There you go. You've just created a spot color image with a grayscale background. If you're going to do this 20th century style, so digitally, you need to select an image from the internet or from your computer if you have images already saved on your computer. It needs to have one that has a large object, your focal point, up front amidst smaller items. So like that example of the sunflower, something like that would be perfect if you could find a full color picture of that. Open it in your photo editing software. Remember, there is a link for editing software that is free at the bottom of this presentation. You're going to select the object that is your focal point. You will have to search for a tutorial if you are using one of the free programs, because I use Photoshop. So if you have that program, I can help you. Otherwise, you'll need to put into your search bar creating spot color in Canva, for example, or whatever the program is. Next, you're going to turn your image into a spot color image following the instructions in that tutorial. If you can't figure out how to do that in your software that you've selected, I suggest you go old school with the assignment. So I have linked a couple of tutorials at the very, very bottom of our assignment page where you found this video. Go ahead and watch those if you feel like you need some assistance in shading with pencil, or if you happen to have Photoshop. Both of these are great tutorials for helping you move forward with your skills. Oh, there we go. Again, avoid judgment of your work. This is simply just to get you in that experience of creating. Remember, the journal's assignments are not meant to be fine art, so don't stress if it doesn't turn out super awesome, because just doing the project is super awesome. And then don't just go and copy and turn in someone else's work. Have fun, get creative with this. To receive the credit for it, you are going to post your completed image in this assignment page. So I look forward to seeing what you create. Reach out if you have any problems. There's my number and email again, and my face again. You guys are probably getting tired of seeing it. Anyway, I will see you all on the next video. Bye.